Real quick, just letting you know before we get too far into this video, I'm going to start streaming on Twitch again. I'm bringing that back, so my first stream will be 6 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, February 28th. I'm going to start off by watching some Mac Jones tape. I haven't watched anything from him except for the two playoff games, so I'm looking forward to getting more of a deep dive of him and seeing my general thoughts. You guys can do that with me. We'll watch some other stuff, I'm sure, take some suggestions from the chat. And if you can't make it, don't worry. I am also creating a JKS Clips channel, so you can check that out as well. The link will be in the description below for that. So I'm going to have the full video on there. Check that out. There's also podcast clips, things like that. Anyways, back to your regularly scheduled video. Alright, I'm not going to take forever on the intro, just letting you know how it works. Going to break down the top 10 plays from Tom Brady in the postseason. This is a breakdown, not just a highlight video, so, be prepared for some talking. Anyways, let's just get into it. Number 10, this one isn't necessarily the highest degree of difficulty play. It's more so just an important play given the situation. This was that 4th down and 3 situation with 13 seconds left at the end of the half. Tampa Bay only up 4 points at this point, so going into the half up 4 is fine. Going up more is obviously better. And the way it works is Gronkowski's running a go route against zone. You have Fournette trying to run underneath, and you hit Fournette. He hopefully falls forward, and you pick up the first down. That's the way it's supposed to work, at least on paper. So Brady takes the snap right here, and you notice that it's kind of working, but this kind of just goes to show the faith that you have to have as a quarterback in your teammates and why football is such a team sport. Because in this situation, you have no idea if Fournette's going to get the first down if you make this throw. And I think a more cautious quarterback would have kind of maybe waited and said, let's see if someone else gets open further down the field that I know will get the first down. But sometimes throwing it short of the first down on 4th down is the correct decision if you trust that your teammate can get past the first down. And, there's a high chance that Fournette is going to get past the first down here. So even if it's not 100%, there's a much better chance of that working than waiting for something else to open up. But Brady also just hits this one perfectly to where Fournette can kind of get in between both of those two defenders and fall past the first down marker. Because if that's a clean tackle, he doesn't get it. He might get it. The ball was caught right at the marker, so I don't know. It looked like right short of the marker, but then he fell forward past it. Really good play by Brady, though. I mean, nothing crazy, but again, this is a good play. We'll get into some great ones later on in this video. This one was another one I'd say is a pretty good play. This is number 9 now. You have Antonio Brown running, it's a one-on-one matchup. Tampa Bay is going to run to play action. Not going to set up the whole play. Just that's the one situation that you really need to watch is the one-on-one matchup. And watch how, first things first, incredible route by Brown. I mean, great work there. Brady has a clean pocket. He kind of has a window right here, but it's a tough play, right? Because for one thing, if you overthrow it here, it could be an interception. If the ball is dropped, it could be dangerous. And you want to get it there quickly because there are linebackers who could try to kind of drop back and cover him up eventually. So Brady's really going to want to get it there quickly. Again, this is relatively speaking wide open, especially by Super Bowl standards, but really just watch the zip he puts on this ball. It's just a dart right there. It gets there in a hurry, gets to Antonio Brown. Arm strength isn't just throwing the ball deep down the field, it's also getting the ball 2 places quickly. Again, not the highest degree of difficulty play, but a very good throw. And now we'll move on to this one. This is now number 8. This is another Super Bowl play. This is actually the last one on the list that's a Super Bowl play, but the way it works is it's going to be man coverage, cover one man, and really what I love about this play is there's going to be a lot of time that Brady has in the pocket. They're going to run a play action. That helps. But what I love about it is watch just Brady's eyes on this play. Watch how Brady is going to fake a handoff. He looks to his right, then to his left, then back to his right, finally finds Gronkowski. Just a great job of going through the progressions, knowing where to look and when to look in that direction, and finally finding the open man. It just seems like he's playing Madden out there, right? And he just has an open view of what's going on, and the second he sees someone open, he's able to make the throw. So physically, maybe not necessarily the best play on this one, although it was still a good throw, but mentally, that just shows why Brady is so great. Now we'll move on to number 7. So number 7 is interesting. This is against Washington. It's going to be a quarters coverage. Evans is running a route that's going to get open eventually, but it's going to take some time. And you should probably direct your attention now over to Chase Young, who's the edge rusher closest to the bottom of the screen. He's going up against not the left tackle, actually, but the extra offensive lineman who's lined up to the left tackle's left. That's Joe Haig on this one. So, sixth offensive lineman against Chase Young. It is going to work out okay for Washington. Watch how Young gets to the inside, and now Brady has to move all the way to the outside. So he wants to hit Mike Evans, but Brady is currently moving to his left. But what I love about this is sort of how, look at that sort of outstretched leg and watch how he kind of makes this throw in it's a bit of an awkward position, but it's that classic, like, he knows exactly where his feet have to go for every throw. And this isn't a throw that you should make very often, but even when he's throwing across his body like this, he just does it in a way that makes it seem like it's just seamless. He also makes the throw very accurate and gets it there in a hurry too, so they're able to get the ball inside the 5. Great play. All right, number 6 now. This is where we're really going to start getting into the fun stuff, I think. This is going to be a lot of stuff that's deep down the field against single safety looks, although this one's a little bit more risky than the other ones, which is why it's only at number 6. What's going to happen here is it's cover 3 zone, and Evans and Godwin are both running routes. So those are the ones you should pay attention to. Evans is the receiver closest to the bottom of the screen. Godwin is the number 2 receiver on this play. And once this ball is snapped, first Brady, once again, there's containment given up, so he does sort of shuffle to his left, even though he's throwing to his right. You notice that one of the deep corners, he came in to double team Mike Evans, which now means that Godwin has a one-on-one matchup. But the issue, of course, is that the safety is a solid, 7 yards ahead of him. Not really that far. It's a couple yards ahead of him, but also just given the situation over the middle, Brady can't completely throw it towards the sideline because Godwin that's not his route. Godwin's route is to run deep over the middle. But Brady makes this throw, and there's a ton of hang time, which gives Godwin a chance 45 yards down the field, and Godwin makes the great play. So more of a great play from Godwin than Brady, but still a good play from Brady. And, again, no risk it, no biscuit. A bold play, and he helped out Godwin as much as he could have, even though you could certainly argue that was maybe an unnecessary risk, but it was 3rd down and 9. So if it gets intercepted, well, that's not that big of a deal. It only hurts you in field position a little bit. Okay, number 5, we're going to stick with Green Bay right here. There's quite a few from Green Bay, actually. Mike Evans running a one-on-one matchup. Again, single safety deep look, so this is a pure one-on-one matchup, and Brady's going to try and find Evans when he sees a one-on-one matchup. Brady takes the snap, and you notice that really this is when Brady has to make this throw. It's hard to tell if Evans is going to get completely open, and that's important because what Brady is going to try and do is he's basically just going to try and throw it a little bit past where he feels the defensive back can get to, which is Kevin King on this play. That's what he's trying to do right here. He's just going to try and get it past King, and if Evans can make the catch afterwards, then cool. If not, it'll be incomplete. And as you see, Evans does get past. The throw does get past King, and Evans is able to make the grab. So great throw from Brady, even if it looked like it should have been a little bit higher. That's actually exactly where Brady wanted it. Really good throw from him. All right, next play, we're going to stick with the NFC Championship game. We're sticking with Green Bay. We're sticking with a single safety deep look, and we're sticking with a Mike Evans deep route. So a lot of similarities, but this one is going to be a better play. And this is actually very early on in the game. And by very early on, it's literally the first minute of the game. But it's a 3rd down and 4 right here. So pretty big situation, and Brady's going to have to try and bail him out. So Brady takes the snap, and there's contact at the line, but Evans gets off the contact pretty cleanly. He's pretty good at that. The safety does notice what's going on, though, and he's going to try and take away Mike Evans. Evans is trying to just get past the defensive back, and, that's covering him, along with trying to get away from the safety. Brady has to throw this in a way where the safety can't get to it, but also Mike Evans can still get open. And again, just watch this throw. I mean, that's just a thing of beauty, perfectly where he wants it. I don't really know why Mike Evans slid there. I'm not sure if he had to. He really doesn't like yards after the catch. Don't know what was going on there. But again, it's a Brady, top 10 Brady plays. This is number 4. Great throw from Brady. All right, moving on to number 3 from Brady. We're going to New Orleans in the divisional round. This was a huge play. I mean, this was maybe one of the plays of the game. It's a cover 1 play. Really early on, Tyler Johnson made a great catch that sort of kept this drive going. This is a tie game at this point. Also worth mentioning, this was just after the Winfield fumble, so 12 minutes, 20 seconds left, 3rd down and 5, 4th quarter of a tie game. Single safety deep look, Scotty Miller's running a go route, so again, similar to how some of those last plays worked, but now it's Scotty Miller instead of Mike Evans. In fact, a lot of these plays are going to end up just being single safety, man coverage, go routes. In fact, all three of the last ones are, but watch what happens. So Brady takes a snap. Miller does make a really good move, and he is going to get a little bit open right here. They're, the safety deep kind of was cheating to the left a little, which means that there is some space. But again, we've seen it before. He has to find a way to fit it through there so the safety can't get there, but Scotty Miller can still get past the defensive back who's currently covering him, and that's what's going to happen. Watch this throw. I mean, just a thing of beauty once again. And again, that one's I find very interesting because if that was just Scotty Miller and there was no safety, he throws that one way further. But he knew because the safety was coming over, don't throw it as far because Miller has to be able to make the grab underneath the safety, and that's exactly what he did. So again, just great awareness and, again, perfect touch on the ball. Can't ask for anything better than that. Okay, now number 2. This is in the Washington game. As you see, very similar situation. This time it's a blitz, but very similar situation. Also, this time it's Mike Evans, not Scotty Miller. But also worth mentioning when talking about the situation, this is with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of a 5-point game. It's 2nd down and 8. So if this isn't complete, it's now 3rd down and 8 with a chance to give Washington the ball back, only needing to score a touchdown, not just to tie, but to win. So the 3 points they got on this drive really meant a lot for the cushion they were able to get. But yeah, 4.5 minutes left, 2nd down and 8. That's the situation. Brady takes a snap. Evans does get a clean release at the line, and there is maybe a chance this can work. But this time is very different than the last couple I showed because Brady has to bomb this one, and he's under pressure too. I mean, you look, he's getting hit. So this is a very dangerous situation. But watch this just laser perfectly to Mike Evans. I mean, that's incredible. Given the circumstance and to get the ball down the field while getting hit, that should be on his career highlight because that's one of the best throws. It's certainly up there with the best throws in Tampa Bay Buccaneers history. I'd say it's number 2, just behind what ends up being number 1. And this is number 1, the best throw from Tom Brady in the playoff run. You probably knew what it was going to be already. It's the Hail Mary-ish play at the end of the half against Green Bay. Can't really fully call it a Hail Mary. There was 8 seconds left, but it's close enough to Hail Mary range. So once again, this is cover 1. Scotty Miller is running deep. Now, you're asking, why did Green Bay run a cover 1 play when I've just shown like 4 highlights from different games where guys were getting burnt by playing cover 1 man on deep stuff, and now they're playing this in a Hail Mary situation, so why are they doing it? I don't know. Makes no sense to me. There's even a linebacker covering the middle of the field. That makes less sense to me. Or excuse me, it's a safety, not a linebacker, but still. Don't know why you're going for robber concept. At least play cover 2. Makes no sense. But at the same time, if you're Tampa Bay, take advantage, and that's what Brady would do. So this play starts, and you're going to see that as of right here, again, I'm going to pause it as I kind of have been, pausing it right before Brady throws the ball, and you see the relation of the safety. Safety's not really going to get into the play. He's on the hash marks to the right. Brady has time to get it over there, which is something that he hasn't had for a lot of these other ones. A lot of other plays, he kind of had to throw it underneath the safety. Now he just has to throw it away from the safety, throw it towards the sideline, and the safety won't be able to get over there, which, again, crazy that Green Bay was in this situation to begin with. The issue is that, as of right now, Kevin King is actually currently further back than Miller. So Brady's going to have to overthrow Kevin King, and again, hopes that Scotty Miller can get there. But watch this just perfect throw. Unbelievable. Miller is able to get the grab and get the touchdown. Those were both, the top 2, I think, were both so great. Maybe you could argue that number 2 should have been number 1, but I just felt like the situation in Green Bay, plus it being a much bigger game, that made it number 1. But both of those, incredible. You can't go wrong giving either of those. And yeah, Brady made a lot of really good plays, and that's why the Bucs won a Super Bowl, among many other things. So yeah, just thought this would be a fun video. Not really learning anything here, just having some fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it, though. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.